Aiden and Tara, that they were my companions for the Paso Mayer, Paso Bello crossing instead of getting a boat out of Villa Higgins. So what was the experience like, guys?
Tara?
The experience was great.
This is about my adventure at the end of Carretera Austral in Chile in 2018. Every year a plethora of bikepacking and bike touring aficionados hits Patagonia. In particular, two roads are more popular than others with an aura of myth: Carretera Austral in Chile and Ruta 40 in Argentina. Most people ride north to south and start the Carretera Austral in Puerto Montt and end in Villa Higgins. There is one main option to leave Villa Higgins and cross into Argentina.
That's how big it is. Like my shoulder.
An expensive, about $50 boat ride, possibly two, through the lake. On the season of 2017-2018, the main boat was broken, and at times there was a bottleneck of 60-70 people with respective bikes waiting up to 10 days or more to hop into a small 14-person boat that takes them to the other side. The small boat has one major weakness. For safety reasons, it cannot run when it gets windy. However, Patagonian winds are globally famous, hence boat rides can be few and far between. This is the reason I investigated a different route to leave Villa Higgins. While the village is about 100 years old, Carretera Austral was completed only about 20 years ago. People used to travel by horse for a few days on two routes to get to Villa Higgins. One connects the village with Argentina, and Ruta 40 that allows you to continue the journey to southern Patagonia. The route leaves from Villa Higgins and climbs up to Paso Mayer, where there is the Chilean-Argentinian border. It is an official border crossing, open all year around, and you will be able to stamp out and stamp in both directions. However, there isn't a road that officially connects the two places. There is a single track, sometimes it's a double track, you can follow, but at times it is lost. You also must cross a few creeks and two rivers. Apparently, 4x4 vehicles can try crossing the border during the winter, but during summer months the rivers and creeks grow due to ice melting, and it is possible for them to travel. High swamps and the likes. There is also a major river that requires a bridge to get to the other side. Things get a little tricky here because there isn't a bridge. However, an estancia, large farm property, built a bridge to get sheep across. The bridge is suspended and is in good condition but very narrow. You will need to remove most of your bags and panniers from the bike, and if your handlebar is larger than say 46 centimeters, you will need to untie it, turn it sideways to successfully get the bike on the other side. You will go through private property, but the Chilean and Argentinian official assure me that there is a right of way. You will find a few gates that are closed without locks, but with a log leverage system, that once you open the first gate, you will understand quickly how it works and you will be able to easily close it again behind you. Be respectful of private property. Those gates are there just for cattle segregation. The route can be done in 2-3 days depending the weather condition and how relaxed your riding style is. My companions for this adventure were Aidan and Tara at Portland to Penguins on Instagram. It turned out to be a highlight of Patagonia for all of us. Ever since we crossed and I published the GPX files, a few more people adventured on this route. We left Villa Higgins late on a sunny morning on January 2nd, 2018. Aiden and Tara, that they were my companions for the Paso Mayer, Paso Bello crossing instead of getting a boat out of Villa Higgins. So what was the experience like, guys?
Tara?
The experience was great. It was a perfect alternative to waiting in Villa Higgins for more than a week. Because when we arrived, people had been there for 1 week. And we didn't want to wait, and we also didn't want to pay. And David doesn't want to pay, so so it was beautiful. There was no cars, no people,
No roads.
no roads.
Special thanks to our guide,
Okay, weather.
Gaucho
Mauche.
Mauche, leading us through the scrub brush on the Pampa, and then over one river, through shin-deep mud, to the sheep bridge, across the sheep bridge, and then we went out across the river bottom and through the forest and to the frontera on the Argentinian side.
And how was the ship bridge crossing?
The sheep bridge crossing was challenging because it's narrow, wobbly, and the water's moving underneath, which is a little unnerving, but it's in pretty good condition.
Yeah, it was fine.
And where are we now?
We're at Estancia number 2.
Estancia number 2, next to our home. Because we stayed the night here, the winds were pretty fierce last night.
Just
Pretty
us,
good now though.
our modest accommodations,
And 300.
Let's see the accommodation.
of our buying friends.
Well, there are not so many now though.
Very good. So you'd recommend definitely to do this route?
Yeah, I think so if they get the right information. Because I think if the river was too high, that would have been really scary. But it was, only top of the shin,
Knee high.
Knee high?
knee high.
Yeah.
And I think maybe out of respect, it was nice to involve Mauche. Can camp on his place if you ask nicely. I think it's a good peace of mind instead of trying to
There's some
sneak around.
blurred lines around private property and what belongs to who.
Well, you have a right of passage as far as I understand,
Yeah.
but obviously there are some fencing gates that you need to open and close respectfully because it's other people's property and land. And but there are 2 Paso Fronterizo on the Chilean side and on the Argentinian side, so it's totally legal. You will get your passport stamped out and stamped in Argentina or
Absolutely.
vice versa, so it should be good.
Here legally.
And no boat. And no hike a bike around Lago del Desierto.
Yeah, that's another bonus.
We are both $100 richer. Maybe.
That's good. Let's go and spend them all today.
Yes.
Ciao guys, thank you very much for being a companions to
Thank
this
you.
adventure. The weather is shit.
fucking wind! After 33,000 kilometers, at last, one day of tailwind. Cruising the Ripio at 40 kilometers per hour. No pedaling. No pedaling.